Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 12th of June, 2023. Interesting day today because, unlike all the other days that I've been playing Street Fighter 6, today we did not do multiplayer. In addition, I had some interesting things to talk about on today's podcast because there was a lot of digital presentations that have been going on over the weekend, and we returned back to Diablo 4. So, let's talk about all those things in order. The podcast this morning covered a lot. I talked about my opinions on some of the things I'd seen in the Xbox conference as well as the Starfield event. A lot of people had questions for me, and I answered them. Also gave a big update on Street Fighter 6 and how I had basically my worst online session ever with the character Minot the day before. At the same time, I really feel it's because of the way that they've set up the multiplayer that it's just going to get tougher to try to play ranked matches when you're using a new character moving forward, and maybe we need to change the way that I approach that so that I can actually get some practice in before going to ranked. But a very interesting podcast, lots of topics covered, lots of, gaming news and things discussed. Give it a look from this morning. Good one. A good solid show this morning, okay? Then we jumped into Street Fighter 6 and the World Tour single player mode. This is not online play, not competitive. In this mode, you make your own character and you go through an open world beating up people in the streets of all kinds. Let me tell you, gang members, policemen, robots, just to name a few things that I fought today. As you fight, you level up. As you level up, you gain new abilities from your trainers, who are the 18 main cast members of Street Fighter 6. So far today, I went through Metro City, I went to Chinatown, and I was training with Luke and Chun-Li. Got a lot of abilities and things from them, did some exploration, found some hidden items and silly stuff. Then traveled to Rome, Italy, where I went to the Colosseum and I fought Marisa for a fight. And that's kind of where we kind of left the stream after 3 hours. So basically, here it is. In a nutshell, it's kind of like Yakuza or Judgment, but that's the meat of the game. While Yakuza and Judgment has that combat in the streets, but has this ongoing serious narrative, really that's the whole point of the World Tour mode of Street Fighter 6. There is no insanely overly serious narrative. It's more about that leveling system. It's fun, but at the same time, it's very repetitive and grindy. It's definitely more for like a chill stream atmosphere where I'm going to be interacting with my audience and chatting and talking. It's not for a mainstream kind of affair. I did it as a mainstream today to get a good amount into it and so that I could feature it at least once. Moving forward, if I were to do it again, at most I could see myself doing this once a week, or if eventually it makes it into a late night chill stream kind of a format, it could work a little better. Problem being, I already have enough games for late night chill streams right now between Diablo 4 and Zelda. Really, we don't have that kind of time to squeeze this in as well. So right now, I would say it was good. We actually were we are at level 18 of 20 with Luke, meaning if I play like one more time, I'll probably max out Luke's trainer, which means you get his alternate outfit and a bunch of in-game unlocks, basically. So I'd be down for that. Now, the thing is, when are we going to play it again? Maybe late next week, we'll see, or maybe we'll wait till the week after. I'm not sure. I liked it, though. I'd say you give it a look. Give me your feedback. Leave comments on the videos. Let me know what you think. Would you like to see the World Tour mode continue? I mean, it makes sense to do it because you get free unlocks by playing it, but it seems like if it's going to be 15, 18 hours, that's a lot of time away from the competitive nature of Street Fighter 6, which is the main focus. So should I do it or not? I'm kind of on the fence, okay? Anyway, that was the first stream. Then on the late stream tonight, it was more Diablo 4, and it was a huge focus on story progress. I'd played 6 hours and was still in Act 1, hadn't really made much progress in the story, because it just felt like more and more side stuff kept opening up, and I kept doing the things that were appropriate to Sorcerer, my build, but people were like, Jeez, you've been playing this for a week, you're not even past Act 1 yet. I was like, all right, let's hunker down and let's do the story. I did 2 hours of story advancement tonight, and we're still not through Act 1. Okay, like we did major story, major dungeon, fought a big boss, then headed to a whole new ice region with lots of snow and it's hard to see. Went through, did all this questing and everything, and I'm pushing and pushing and pushing. I even went late tonight. I went by probably like maybe 20 minutes or more later than usual. Still didn't finish Act 1. So it is what it is, but I did make good progress, and I will say this, all right? Even on a day today when I knew that World Tour mode was not going to be the main appealing thing about Street Fighter, but people wanted to see it. Support was decent on the Street Fighter stream. Tonight on the Diablo stream, we started off the first hour almost dead with no support. By the end of the stream, we had a bunch of gifted memberships. We had over $200 in super chats. We had a decent amount of tips. Everything was amazing. Thank you all. I mean, a great streaming day and a great support day out of nowhere on a day when otherwise I thought it would have been slow actually turned out really well. The one thing that is annoying, all of a sudden tonight I got no emails whatsoever from PayPal when people tipped me. And that's usually how I do shout outs, is I get an email that'll tell me, hey, you know, you got this this contribution, and that's how I shout it out. And it was working earlier today for the Street Fighter stream. Tonight, I don't think I got a single email saying, I take that back, I think I got one email. I'm trying to think now. I think I did get one email at the beginning of the stream, then all of a sudden, it stopped working. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'll double check. I don't think it's my email. I think it's PayPal. I think that PayPal is being stupid. This was happening last week a few times on and off, and then it would fix itself. I guarantee you what's going to end up happening is I'm going to get like 10, 12 emails overnight now saying, oh, here's your tips that I already got, right? Pretty stupid. But I apologize. I couldn't do the shout-outs live, so people were like, hey, we tipped you, check, and I would check, and then I would shout out based on what I saw in my PayPal account. Thank you for that, for being patient. All right, hopefully things are back to normal tomorrow. Now, there's one other factor today. This morning, I guess, I woke up and didn't realize it, but when I started playing Street Fighter, I started getting this pain in the back of my neck. And it turned into this very strong, painful pain, shooting down my back, shoulder here, into my shoulder blade right here. And then basically going off to the side and down my arm, all the way into my pinky. It was painful, and my pinky was numb. This has happened before. It's a pinched nerve in my neck. This happened to me a long time ago, like a decade ago, when I was still trying to play competitive fighting games. And my thumb went numb, and I couldn't play the game in tournament anymore, and I forfeit. This is seeming to be happening again, but not as bad. I can already tell you my feeling's back in my finger. But man, I've had pain in my back and down my arm all day. And it sucked when I was playing Street Fighter, because it was actually getting worse while I played. And I think what happened is when I stopped playing Street Fighter, you know, not having my hands in that position where you have to kind of have them, you know, elevated or whatever, it ended up getting better, and it is feeling like it's getting a little better. It still hurts, though, but it feels like it's getting a little better. I hope it doesn't affect me tomorrow, because tomorrow's streams are as follows. The first stream will be Street Fighter 6, and I'm trying out Marisa for the first time. A lot of people saying that she may be my playstyle, and they like this character. She has some super armor-breaking moves. Kind of interesting, because I've been having a lot of issues with Drive Impact, and it seems like this character can beat Drive Impact. So, maybe my cup of tea, I'm not sure. So I'll be trying her out tomorrow. And what I'll be doing, of course, will be the guides, the combo trials. I think for the first few matches, I may try casual matches first. So that way, with the casual matches, I won't get completely dominated in the rank by people who are just playing their mains. And then after playing casual matches for a while and getting down pat what I'm doing with her, then probably go into ranked. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. And I hope you'll join me for that. And I hope I'm not in pain and it hurts my performance. All right. Tomorrow night is the continuation of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We are underground and heading towards this dungeon for the Gorons that apparently is underneath Death Mountain. So we'll see what happens with that, and see if we actually get to the dungeon and begin it tomorrow or not. But that's going to be a fun and varied streaming day. I hope you will join me all day long. For those who were like, oh, no competitive Street Fighter today, it was single player, this is boring. Well, come back tomorrow. It won't be boring. We'll have a lot of fun together. Okay? Thank you all. I hope that you enjoyed today's streaming day. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, tonight I'm going to be watching the Ubisoft Forward and the Capcom events that happened today digitally. And either tomorrow night or Wednesday night, I'm going to do a video that's going to be a recap reactions of Microsoft, Starfield, Capcom, and Ubisoft all in one to let you know what I thought about those announcements this week and kind of go through them for you. Okay? Thanks, guys. Have a good night. See you in the morning. Peace out.